If there's one thing I think that we can all agree on, is that the state of affairs in our world and the US economy, it's very unpredictable and our future is very unclear. And something that's very important to me is knowing how am I financially going to continue moving forward, and how can I set myself up in the future to not be destroyed by the decisions of those in government and our elected officials, and how it can have a negative impact on that. So my question to you is, do you have anything in your life in place to help make sure that your future is also solid financially? And I didn't realize how important it was at the time. When I was a child, I grew up with a minister for a father. We lived in a homeless mission environment as he ministered to the community in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And so I was not surrounded by the types of people and things that would give me an advantage in life to be able to grow up and know that I could, get a job and make thousands and thousands of dollars a year in income. Like, my life was learning how to serve and how to be a servant to society. And that is awesome, and it's a noble lifestyle. But for me, and becoming a mother, it's taught me that even you can still be a servant to society, and you can still do good things in this world and still provide a living for yourself and for your family. And so when I was, I guess it was about 1998, 1999, when I was introduced to the network marketing industry. And so this was like an eye-opening experience for me. And so somebody had presented to me a business model that allowed someone like me, who had absolutely no hope in the world to really grow up and do anything amazing financially, and showed me something that I could do, I could plug into, and it was a simple system, and I could duplicate it, and I could actually grow wealth if I wanted to. I could actually achieve financial success in my life that I didn't know was possible. And so I've always kind of held on to that. I am not naive. I know the things that people say out there, and I know the bad things that have happened in the multi-level marketing industry years and years and years ago, and why it's now a regulated industry, and I'm so grateful for that. But it's truly, in the last 20 years that I've been a part of this industry, I can tell you that all of those negative things that could possibly happen are all but eliminated. I know that there's still bad companies that show up, but I'm telling you that this industry is an answer for so many. So I want to share a little bit about my why and how that can connect to you. Like, what can your why be? I started with a very global idea of, our economy here in the US, and also the world stage as it is, provides such a volatile environment that it's very difficult to have any kind of confidence in how our futures are going to look. And I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to be a victim of losing my job because the company can no longer operate for decisions that are being made for them by others in power. And we know this to be true. It is a very raw subject right now because there's so many people in this country who do not have a job because our government it's not running right now. So I know you can probably relate to this very well. You have to set yourself up for the future. And right now that seems to be so important. How can I help myself? And the way that you can help yourself is to find a company that you can align with and grow an independent business with without having to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars to do so. So my why, number one, 20 years ago when this industry was first introduced to me, was to become a cycle breaker. I wanted to be able to so my why is to be a cycle breaker. My why is to provide a future for myself and for my family that I did not have growing up. But also, on a larger scale, is to not fall prey to the decisions of others and to lose my job. I've worked for organizations before. I've been laid off before. I know what that feels like, and I know how hopeless it is. And then you have to file for unemployment, and sometimes it gets denied, and it's just an absolute mess. So how can you set yourself up financially for success in the future so that you don't have to worry about losing your job, so that you can still have something financially in place that will sustain you in case something like that ever happens? You know, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we all need to quit our jobs and we need to build some business. Hi, Danny. But we do need to have some sort of business in place and some sort of ability to create money in our lives that is separate from working a job, right? If you're relying solely on a job for your income, you are in a very dangerous place. You could lose your job at any moment. If you're relying on somebody else for income because they're the ones that are working, oh my gosh, you can absolutely help contribute to the financial state of your family in the future. You can make money and put that away and save that so that if something does happen, that you don't have to be left wondering where your next meal is going to be or how you're going to pay your mortgage. I am so very passionate about this. And that is one of the things that drives me to continue sharing about the opportunity with the company that I'm with. The company I've aligned myself with is Unique Products. We provide a solution to your problems in the cosmetic and skincare industry. Unique offers products that are safe and free of all sorts of harsh chemicals that are in a lot of the products that you can purchase that might be super cheap at the drugstore, at the grocery store. We provide an alternative of having safe and chemical-free cosmetics that you and skincare that you can use and not have to worry about any of those cancer-causing things, any of those ingredients that might cause all sorts of problems in your life. Allergies are awful. Believe me, I suffer from allergies myself. I totally understand. So, no animal testing if that's something that's important to you. So Unique does provide a wonderful product and a benefit that does solve people's problems. But beyond that, the company itself has a greater mission, which is to uplift, empower, and validate women. And one of the ways to do that is to help give hope to women who were sexually assaulted in their childhood. So we have this whole separate foundation. That's the whole reason that Unique was started. So you can align yourself with a company that aligns with your values and that you can do good things in society and in this world and better this world and still give yourself an opportunity to create some financial freedom for yourself, for your family, for your future, for your next generation, right? So my personal financial why is to have a real savings account. I don't want to just pay my bills. I want to be able to amass some income so that I can have a real savings account set aside in case for those events that come our way, in case something horrible happens, in case I lose my home due to some natural disaster. I mean, you just never know, and you've got to make sure that you are ready for when those things happen. I also want to be able to pay for private school without taking valuable financial aid dollars for someone else who might need it more than I do. That to me is so super important. I send my kids to private school. I can afford a private school education for them because of my business with Unique Products. However, I want to be able to have a great enough income so that I don't feel the need to have to apply for a financial aid program. That to me, I want to be able to pay full price. I mean, we all want to get a good deal, but I want to be able to be the person that pays full price so that somebody else can come in and send their child to a private school because they can't afford it, because there's financial aid dollars available to them. I want to be able to put my kids through school myself and not have to ask for a subsidy. That is a huge reason. So I ask you, what would be your financial why? What is something that you could use if you had more finances in your life? What would you use that towards? I also love to exercise, and the exercise that I love to do is unfortunately very expensive. I love bar classes. I like hot yogas, but you're talking, a commitment of $100 a month for a membership at both of these places. That's a lot of money to commit to an exercise program. So I want to be able to have enough finances to be able to fund those things that I enjoy doing to keep my body fit, and not have to dip into the funds that my family uses on a regular basis to pay our bills. I don't want to hurt our budget doing stuff that's good for me. So what about time? I do this. The reason why I choose a network marketing industry is because I need more time. I don't want to be a slave to somebody else's schedule. I don't want to be told when I have to be at work, and and that I can't take a vacation, or I can't go to my kid's school program, or I can't take him to the doctor because you can't be off work for that. So I don't want to be faced with those types of challenges. And so what would that mean to you if you're somebody who suffers from that kind of challenge and can't get away to do these things that are important to you and your family? What would it mean to be able to have the time freedom to be able to take off whenever you need to be able to go and see your child's school program during the day because you don't have to be at work? You are your own boss. It is important to put these things in place so that you can have time freedom, not just financial freedom. Maybe you don't care about the money. Maybe you care about the time. And so I like to have the option of working a job alongside of a business. If I don't need the money from the job becomes the hobby and the business becomes the income, right? It's nice to have the freedom to be able to make that choice. So for me, over and above being able to spend more time with my family and being able to take them to appointments when I need to, I want to have more time to be able to travel with them. Alan and I are able to take trips without them a lot, but I want to be able to always include them anytime that the whim arises. I want to be able to take them on not just one family vacation a year or one family vacation every couple of years. I want to be able to have the freedom to take them on a family vacation to wherever and whenever we choose. We want to have that choice. Something that's very personal to me. My family lives up north in Michigan, and I don't often get to go up there and spend time with them. And when I do, it's usually me and not the kids, and maybe the kids every couple of years, which is super sad because, they deserve to get to know their family too. They should be able to be around their grandparents and around their cousins, and they haven't been able to cultivate those relationships with their family up north because we don't have the time freedom and financial freedom to be able to take them whenever we want to. And so that's another reason why I choose a network marketing business, because it allows me to have the finances when I need it and the time freedom when I need it to be able to go and do those things. So that is why I continue to pursue a business in network marketing. So what would you do, or what would you love to do with more time freedom in your life? Now, I speak as if some of these things haven't come to fruition for me, and they have. I have been able to put aside a full-time job I've been able to put aside a full-time job with corporate America. I don't have to worry about being laid off from a job because I have established myself in the network marketing industry, and I've been able to create enough income to be able to set aside having to work a job. I chose to take on a very, very part-time job just because it was fun, because it was interesting, because it expands my ability to meet new people, because it gets me out of the house and kind of gives me a little bit of time for myself and to expand my opportunities for customer service, which I absolutely love. And it also gives me perks in travel because I'm working for an airline. And so I have found that by dedicating myself to the network marketing industry, that over time, it has given me the financial freedoms that I want. It has given me the time freedoms that I want. So what would you love with more financial freedom, with more time freedom? And on a global scale, which is where I started this whole story, is what can I do to help change the world? In what way can I contribute something positive to this country, to the world on a global scale? And that is by helping to empower others to take that step to take some sort of responsibility for their own finances and their own time, and to do something by building a business that is a very, very simple, duplicatable system that anybody can do. It is so simple. You just have to be willing to do those things. So hopefully I've done a good job in helping you understand why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing, and helping you see how you too can join in with this, or on this with me, and create your own future. You can take control of your own future in the industry of network marketing. And the company that I've aligned myself with, Unique Products, I am so proud of, and I'm so proud to be aligned with this company and with the mission of this company. The products are amazing. The opportunities that they've given us, the bonus structure that they've given us, the compensation plan that they've given us, the fact that back when this company first started, the co-founders, Derek and Melanie, their sister, had a horrific experience with childbirth, and it shattered her pelvis, and it caused her to have so many surgeries, and their family was just drowning in debt. And so Derek decided, what can we do to change the compensation plan so that our sister can have money now to help feed her family while she's undergoing all these treatments? And he created a instant commission plan. And so ever since that day, which is about 6.5 years ago, that they made that decision and implemented it into our compensation plan, we get paid within 3 hours of every single sale. And it has been that way ever since. And so I'm telling you that there are a lot of great companies out there that you can align yourself with a lot of amazing missions. But I implore you to take a look at Unique as an opportunity for you, because of all of the different practices that they have in place to give us a great advantage to, if you need money today, you can make money today and you can pay your bill today. If your car breaks down tomorrow, guess what? You can get to work, you can make some money, and you can pay for that car to be fixed. Maybe you have, maybe your water bill tripled, that particular month. Something went wrong and you're like, I don't know where the money's going to come from. You can get to work, you can sell some things, and you can make money right now so you can pay that water bill so it's not hanging over your head. If you want to go to college, you can make money now to pay for school as you go, instead of having to take out a loan. And don't even get me started on the predatory practices of the student loan industry. I've been there, I've done it, and thank goodness I've paid it off. My poor ex-husband is still trying to pay off his student debt. It is ridiculous. You can file bankruptcy because everything else is going crazy around you, and yet you still have to pay those student loans. Those are exempt from bankruptcy. It is a travesty what has happened, I think, to our country and financially, and just all of the things that are being taken advantage of for somebody else's gain. So let's empower ourselves. Let's take control of our financial circumstances, and let's do something that can help ourselves and can help others on such a grand scale. If you're interested in talking to me more about this business with Unique, if you're interested in learning how the network marketing industry can actually help you, if you're willing to learn a new way, a new method of doing things, and even if you're already in network marketing, if you're looking for a fresh perspective, right now is the right time to build a business with this company, with Unique, because of the people we've aligned ourselves with, and because all of the new tools that are rolling out to us this year. There has never been a better time. So take a look. Even if you used to represent Unique years ago, things are different, things are better, and things are getting better. And I would love if you would link arms with me, and let's run together, and let's secure our financial futures together. Let me help you secure a financial future for you and for your family. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you would like to talk further, you can comment below. You can send me a private message. You can go to my website, uniqueproducts.com/Aimee Ray. Thank you again for your time, and have a good day.